Hello student, welcome again in the second period of the circulation. In this period, we going to study the second component of the blood, that is the blood cells. So there are 45% of the blood cells found in the blood. So the blood cells that are produced in the body are collectively called as formed elements. The human blood contains three types of formed elements, that is, number one, red blood corpuscles, commonly called RBCs or erythrocytes. Second, white blood corpuscles or leukocytes. Third, platelets, or which is called as a thrombocyte. So blood cells is of three types: RBC, WBC and platelets. So this RBC also called erythrocytes, WBC also called leukocytes, and platelets also called as a thrombocytes. Now see the first blood cells, that is the red blood corpuscles or erythrocytes. So these erythrocytes are most abundant cells in the human body. Now see the shape, they are circular, then biconcave and enucleated, means without nucleus in their cytoplasm. If you observe the red blood cells in camel and llama, erythrocytes are nucleated cells. So the red color to the blood cell is due to the oxygen carrying pigment, that is the hemoglobin, in the cytoplasm of the RBC. Then in male, the average number of RBCs are 5.1 to 5.8 million per cubic mm of blood, and in female there is average number is 4.3 to 5.5 million per cubic mm of the blood. Then average number of RBC we commonly called total RBC count. Then see what is the total RBC count in human male. It is 5.1 to 5.8 million per cubic mm blood, and in female RBC count is 4.3 to 5.5 million per cubic mm of the blood. Then what is the average life of this RBC? So this average life of RBC, it is 120 days. Now see the RBC, they are produced inside the body, and that process of formation of RBC we call as a erythropoiesis. So these RBC, they are produced from hemocytoblast or reticulocytoblast. Then the organ in which RBC are produced, that organs we commonly call as a erythropoietic organs. In fetus, the erythropoietic organ, it is liver and spleen, and in adult, erythropoietic organ is mainly bone marrow. So this bone marrow, it is the compound present in the long bones, which is we call as a bone marrow. Then which are the requirement for the production of RBC? Number one, vitamin B12. Number two, folic acid. Number three, heme protein. So these are required for production of RBC, that is vitamin B12, folic acid and heme protein. Then the old and worn out RBCs, they are destroyed in liver and spleen, so which is called as a graveyard of RBC, means breakdown of RBC. The condition with abnormal increase in number of RBC is called polycythemia. So what is polycythemia? There is a abnormal increase in RBC. We call it a polycythemia, and abnormal decrease in number of RBC is called erythrocytopenia. What is erythrocytopenia? It is abnormal decrease in number of RBC. Then the hormone erythropoietin produced by kidney cells, which can stimulate bone marrow for production of RBC. So this erythropoietin, it is produced by kidney, and which is helpful for production of RBC. Now see, the mature RBC, they are biconcave. Then divide of nucleus means without nucleus, and there is no mitochondria as well as other membrane cell organelles. Its cytoplasm is rich in hemoglobin. So this hemoglobin, it is an oxygen carrying proteinous pigment, and that gives red color to RBC as well as blood. This RBC contain enzyme. So which enzyme? Carbonic anhydrase. So this carbonic anhydrase enzyme is used in respiration and transport of gases. So which gases are transported? The respiratory gases, which we called as a oxygen and carbon dioxide. So these erythrocytes or RBC are responsible for number 1, transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Second, it can maintain pH and viscosity of the blood. So that is the function of the erythrocytes. Then this RBC also contribute in process of blood clotting also. Then what is the hematocrit? So this hematocrit, it is the ratio of volume of RBC to total blood volume of blood, and this hematocrit, it is different for men and women. Then see the hemoglobin protein. Each RBC approximately contain 270 million molecules of hemoglobin. The normal hemoglobin concentration in men, it is 14 to 70 gram per cubic millimeter of the blood, and in woman it is 30 to 15 gram per 100 ml of the blood. So here again, the normal HB concentration in man, it is 40 to 70 gram percent, and in woman it is 30 to 15 gram percent. Then the condition with less number of RBC or less amount of HB, we commonly called anemia. So each molecule of hemoglobin, it is protein iron complex, means it consists of protein and iron components. Now see the structure of the hemoglobin. This hemoglobin consists of 4 polypeptide chains, which we commonly called as a globin, 4 globin chains. Out of these 4, 2 are alpha chains and 2 are beta chains. 1, 2. These are 2 beta chains and these 2 are the alpha chains. Then an iron porphyrin, which commonly called as a heme group, it is attached to the each chain. So this is the iron porphyrin group or heme attached to each alpha as well as beta chain. Then all these four chains, they are bound together. Each heme group carry one oxygen molecule, and thus one hemoglobin molecule can carry four oxygen molecules which can form oxyhemoglobin. So these four iron compounds each carry one oxygen molecule. So hemoglobin carry four oxygen molecules at a time, and that structure we call as a oxyhemoglobin. Then when there is a more concentration of CO2, then this CO2 interact with amino acid residue of globin chain, forming carbaminoglobin, and it also transport the carbon dioxide. Then after hemolysis, means breakdown of the hemoglobin is broken down into globin part and heme part. Globin part, which is peptide chains, which is further broken to recycle the amino acids. Then iron of heme group is stored as ferritin in liver. Porphyrin group of heme is converted into green pigment, which we call as a biliverdin, and then into red orange colored pigment we call as a bilirubin. So this biliverdin and bilirubin, they can form bile and finally removed out of the body along with feces. Now see the another blood vessels, that is white blood corpuscles, which we commonly call as a WBC or leukocytes. So these leukocytes are colorless. Nucleated means having nucleus in their cytoplasm. Amoeboid means they can change their shape. Amoeboid cells which are larger than RBCs. Now these WBCs, they shows the polymorphism, means they are exist in variable forms. See, these are the various kinds of the WBCs. These are the various kinds of the WBCs which are having various forms, and hence we called as a polymorphism in WBC. Due to their amoeboid movement, they can move out of the capillary walls by a process is called as a dipedesis. So here question is asked, what is dipedesis? It is nothing but a amoeboid movement of WBC through the capillary walls is called as a dipedesis. Now the normal adult has average WBCs, that is from 5,000 to 11,000 WBCs per cubic mm of the blood. Then there is decrease in number of WBC, that is less than 4,000. It is called as a leukopenia. So this leukopenia, it is commonly found in HIV infection, AIDS, TB patient, and those which are exposed to radiation or shock. It can shows the leukopenia. Then when there is a temporary increase in WBC, we commonly called as a leukocytosis. It is due to infection. It also occurs during the pregnancy and newborn babies. So here two terms, that is decrease in number of WBC is called as a leukopenia. Temporary increase in WBC is called as a leukocytosis. Then sometimes there is an uncontrolled increase of WBC, which is we commonly called as a leukemia, or we also called as a blood cancer. Then what is the function of WBC? The WBC are mainly involved in the defense mechanism, means it can protect our body from the infection. Now see types of WBC. There are two main types of WBC, granulocytes and agranulocytes. So when we observe the granulocytes, the cytoplasm of WBC which contain this type of the granules we call as a granulocytes, and when cytoplasm do not consist of granules in their cytoplasm we call as a agranulocytes. So these granulocytes again divided into three types. One of them is neutrophils, second basophils or which also called as cyanophils, and third acidophils or eosinophils. Like this, agranulocytes also have two types, lymphocytes and monocytes.